On today's Disney Roundup, Bob Chapek has been let go from the Walt Disney Company and Bob Iger returns as CEO. Disney announces details and when holiday specials will be airing, and Mando and Grogu have arrived at Disneyland. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU.
To infinity and beyond!
I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date with all the latest Disney and Disney Parks news each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Starting with company news this week, as many of you may know by now, Bob Chapek is out as CEO of the Walt Disney Company, and Bob Iger is back. In what was quite the surprise this past Sunday night, it was announced that Bob Chapek stepped down from his position as CEO and none other than Bob Iger would succeed him. Iger was given a 2-year term with the company at his former role, which is currently set to end at the end of December in 2024. Upon his return, Iger sent out an email to employees saying, "Dear fellow employees and cast members, it is with incredible sense of gratitude and humility, and I must admit a bit of amazement that I write to you this evening with the news that I am returning to the Walt Disney Company as Chief Executive Officer. When I look at the creative success of our teams across our studios, Disney General Entertainment, ESPN and International, the rapid growth of our streaming services, the phenomenal reimagining and rebound of our parks, the continued great work of ABC News, and so many other achievements across our businesses, I am in awe of your accomplishments, and I am excited to embark with you on so many new endeavors." He finishes by saying, "You will be hearing more from me and your leaders tomorrow and the weeks ahead. In the meantime, allow me to express my deep gratitude for all that you do. Disney holds a special place in the hearts of the people around the globe thanks to you and your dedication to this company, and its mission to bring joy to people through the great storytelling is an inspiration to me every single day." Per CNBC, it said that prior to the announcement on Sunday, Iger was reached out by the board late on Friday, and Chapek was notified just before the news was released. Following Chapek's departure, Kareem Daniel, who was chairman of Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution and also known as Chapek's right-hand man, was also let go the following day. Now, besides another disappointing year and seeing the stock continuing to drop, it was reported by Financial Times that CFO Christine McCarthy was one of the few named Disney executives that led a rebellion to approach the board and overthrow Chapek, with the last quarter and end-of-year earnings being the final straw. Now, over the next 2 years, it's reported that one of Iger's main focuses will be on streaming and their content, while also reevaluating their long-term goals for it. Now, when Iger originally stepped down back in February of 2020 and announced Chapek as his successor, he stayed to help prepare Chapek and get through the pandemic. As for the future, when Iger will step down again, 2 names from within the company have been said that could be the next CEO at the end of Iger's next run, one being Dana Walden, who is the chairman of General Entertainment Content, and Parks Chairman Josh D'Amaro. This is such exciting and still very much surprising news, especially given that Chapek was just given a 3-year extension back in the summer, and last year when it was rumored Iger would return as CEO this year, he's on record saying that was ridiculous and he had moved on. Just absolutely crazy, but an amazing time for Disney fans as the Chapek era at the Walt Disney Company has officially come to an end. Coming next year, Disney and Pixar have released the first trailer for Elemental. Disney and Pixar have released the first teaser trailer for Elemental, an all-new original feature film set in Element City, where fire, water, land, and air residents live together. The story introduces Ember, a tough, quick-witted, and fiery young woman whose friendship with a fun, sappy, go-with-the-flow guy named Wade challenges her beliefs about the world they live in. Elemental is currently scheduled for release on June 16th, 2023, and if you'd like to check out the trailer for that, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. Now into parks news. This holiday season, there will not be only just one, but now 2 Disney Parks holiday specials. Derek Hough and Julianne Hough return as hosts for ABC's festive annual special, The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration, Sunday, November 27th, and Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, Sunday, December 25th. The specials filmed from Walt Disney World and Disneyland will feature musical performances of holiday classics and new hits, showcase family stories, and offer sneak peeks at what's new around the Walt Disney Company. Musical performances for The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration include Derek and Julianne Hough, Black Eyed Peas, Jordan Sparks, Meghan Trainor, Run DMC, and others. In addition to the parade, musical performances for Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade also include Derek and Julianne Hough, Black Eyed Peas, Meghan Trainor, and others. The Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration airs Sunday, November 27th from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade, Sunday, December 25th from 10 to noon Eastern Time. After closing earlier this year to go under transformation, Disney has announced when Mickey's Toontown will be reopening at Disneyland. Disney has announced that Mickey's Toontown in Disneyland will be reopening Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. As previously mentioned, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will open prior to the land's reopening on January 27th as part of Disney 100. New concept art was also released for the land, showing a first look at Goofy's How to Play Yard, which will be a sound garden where kids will discover new ways to make wacky noises as well as enjoy an all-new elevated clubhouse. First looks were also given for Donald Duck's Pond and a logo for Chip and Dale's Gadget Coaster. New dining options will be coming to the land once reopening, including Cafe Daisy, where Daisy Duck serves up dinner classics at her sidewalk table eatery, and Toontown Farmers Market at Good Boy, a grab-and-go spot for drinks and snacks. As announced back at the D23 Expo, Mando and Grogu have officially debuted now at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Over this past week, Disney announced that starting November 18th, Mando and Grogu would begin walking the grounds, encountering guests at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland Park. Mando and Grogu can be spotted walking around certain times of the day and will most likely be followed by large crowds, as I'm sure everyone wants a photo with them, which does beg the question why there wasn't a photo op for this. For the time being, guests will only find Mando and Grogu at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, as they don't fit with the timeline at Galaxy's Edge in Walt Disney World. Over this past week, for a brief time, Disneyland resumed the new sales of Magic Key Passes. Last Wednesday morning, Disney announced that Disneyland Resort's Magic Key program would begin sales of new Magic Key Passes. The Inspire, Believe, and Imagine Magic Key Passes were all up for sale, but the Enchant Key will remain unavailable for purchase. The Inspire Key was priced at $1,599, for the Believe Key $1,099, and the Imagine $449, currently only being for Southern California residents. Guests looking to purchase had to enter a virtual queue to do so, and there it was said to be posted an hour wait time. Later that day, the Enchant, Believe, and Imagine Key were no longer available for new purchases. Resume date for new sales of Walt Disney World annual passes has still not been announced at this time, but it is rumored they will do so in 2023. Now, in outside the parks news, adding on to the Disney Cruise Line fleet, Disney has announced the acquisition of a new ship. Over this past week, Disney announced plans to complete the cruise ship previously known as the Global Dream in Germany. The ship will be renamed, with certain features reimagined under Imagineers. The exterior will be adorned in the iconic Mickey Mouse-inspired colors of the fleet, complete with signature red funnels. Construction will be complete in Germany under the management of the same company that built the Disney Dream, Disney Fantasy, and the Disney Wish. More details about the maiden voyage, itineraries, and onboard experiences will be announced at a later date. Alright everyone, well that's all for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. That's all for this week, and until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.